Welcome to J&S Engineering. Come inside, take a look. Here at J&S Engineering we are part of the Holford Group. This one in particular has a very low overhead and therefore we can produce parts at a very reasonable price which are very complicated and also require a lot of dedication and accuracy. Let's go through to the workshop where I believe Colin is waiting for us. And here we are in the workshop and Colin's waiting for me. I hope he's not breaking the machines.
Martin, great to see you, and first of all, rest assured they wouldn't let me on any machine, so your work's safe for the day.
Well, I'm glad to hear it.
Okay. Now we're in sort of the milling cell. Tell me a little bit about it, please.
Well, we've got 6 spindles here, all in close proximity, 2 skilled guys and an apprentice. That means we can work very efficiently, transferring jobs from one machine to another in process.
And great to hear you've got an apprentice on board.
Yeah, it's great actually, £5 an hour, marvellous.
More than we earn then. Anyway, but looking at your 5-axis machine here, what's going on this machine?
Well, this machine takes the job at the end of the process normally. We can get angular accuracy and dimensional position perfectly right, just ready before it goes through to inspection.
Okay. And one man operating the 2 machines, so you've got that efficiency?
Oh yeah, we can get one man working 3 if we try hard.
Now, you mentioned quite large components there, so what size will these go up to?
Well, this one's spinning a component which is 18 inches square at the moment, but it's a metre capacity.
But it's not just large parts, it's small parts as well?
Oh yeah, we're not frightened of doing tiny parts. Come and have a look.
Martin, you mentioned small components.
Yeah, we do some very small parts. They're sometimes so difficult to hold, you can hardly hold them in your fingers. But we use a microlock system which is very versatile. You may have noticed it on the other machines previously.
Yep, certainly. Now, aluminium there, but you've got another component.
Yeah, we've got an aluminium part, and this is a nylon part used on a microwave system. Therefore, it has to be nylon or non-ferrous anyway.
Okay, so materials, aluminiums, plastics, nylons, steels.
This is an aluminium part you may be interested in. It's part of a pregnancy testing kit.
Yeah, I'm not sure I recognise that.
I'm sure you do.
Say no more. But that's your milling cell. Bit of turning as well?
Yeah, let's go and have a look at the turning.
Martin, we're not actually in the turning cell.
No, I'm afraid we can't go in there at the moment. I have some particularly sensitive parts for some customers that wouldn't want you in there at the moment. Thank you.
NDA written all over it then?
Absolutely, yeah. You won't be catching me out on that one.
Okay. But tell me a bit about the turning cell, size of components and things like that.
Well, we've got a guy there that was Rolls-Royce trained and he's been working with me now for 25 years. Superb. So we do some very, very fine, accurate parts, but we can go, to some fairly large parts. 8 inches wouldn't be a surprise to me.
Okay, an example is the component you've got in your hand?
Yeah, there's a little brass part, comes from solid. We turn that first and put a tap through it, but we could mill that completely on a 5-axis machine if we wanted to.
Okay, so a nice little segue there. So you've got your milling, your turning. What's the final piece of the jigsaw?
Well, we're going to go from here into inspection. Let me show you what we can do in there.
Martin, technical term, this is a beast of a machine.
Yeah, it took some work getting it in here, I can tell you. It's the whole thing floats on air, the bed floats on air, the whole column floats on air. Very, very accurate machine.
So what benefits do you get from it?
Well, the machine has a capacity which will cover anything that we can mill here. And in fact, we use it sometimes for third-party measurement. Some of my more sensitive customers, we'll call them, come in just to have things measured, and we can do a complete report for them.
Okay. Now, solid granite bed, what sort of size is it?
Well, this will do 2 metres by 1, and we have 700 in the Z, so it's quite a capacity, really.
Yeah, huge capacity. What about accuracy?
Well, we have it properly measured by the manufacturer Zeiss, plus or minus 2 microns guaranteed. Okay.
And then an example of the work you do on this Anim J&S is just sitting in front of us.
Yeah, of course. Well, this complements what we do in the shop. We've got a man now running 2 milling machines, and at the same time, the component that he's milling is actually being measured on this machine. So, whilst I consider a measuring machine dies in debt, this one actually works for nothing.
Okay, so that's great. So we've seen your milling, turning, your inspection. Quick summary of J&S, please.
Well, we do very accurate components. We'll do kitting of components, so we can use our sheet metal shop. We use the plating and painting facilities that we have used for many years. And putting all those parts together, we can deliver a complete package, either assembled or as a kit form to a customer.
Martin, thank you very much.